ladies and gentlemen, today on Poland Daily History, we will explore in depth the history of the szabla, or the Polish saber. This is the weapon that is immortalized by the Polish wing hussars that spread fear throughout European history, and it was used to save Christianity in the famous Battle of Vienna. Today, we will talk to the expert, Marcin Bach, an instructor of fencing and historical fencing, and later on in the program, he will teach us a few moves. When we talk about duels with the saber, I was wondering, when are they fought, when are duels taking place, and what are the rules, how is it conducted?
Początkowo tych zasad prawie nie było.
At the beginning, there were no rules. The location for the duels was whatever was available. If two opponents had a disagreement in a closed, narrow area, they would go outside in front of the tavern or house and fight where they had a bit more space. For a long time, there were no rules in relation to the weapon.
Przez długi czas nie było żadnej zasady dotyczącej broni.
Whereas, later, in the 19th century, it became the norm that both opponents fight with the same type of weapon. This wasn't the case before. Everyone fought with whatever weapon they had at their side. Because of this, there were cases in the 16th, 17th and 18th century where opponents fought each other with completely different weapons. Someone with a sword could fight someone with a saber. This could happen and nobody would pay any attention to it.
Nie zwraca uwagi, po prostu twoja sprawa, jaką bronią chcesz walczyć.
It was completely your choice what weapon you wanted to fight with. It wasn't often the case that a duel was only a duel in name, because companions from both sides also got involved. A duel could unexpectedly turn into a larger brawl between two groups. But, in time, certain rules and norms were implemented. When making their way to the area where the duel would occur, the one walking behind wouldn't hit the one walking in front of him in the back.
Pierwsza zasada, że dopiero jak staniemy na placu pojedynku, dobędziemy broni.
That was the first rule, that the duel wouldn't commence until both opponents were ready to begin. Then there was a rule that we only slash from the waist up. We don't attack the legs, whereas in the past you would hit the opponent wherever you were able to. Later, but this was a lot later, they started adopting a rule where the battle only went on until first blood. Then, when you cut your opponent, even lightly, the battle gets stopped. Somehow, psychologically, this is understandable. People who are angry with one another but don't wish to kill will stop when they see blood. So, some duels in Poland ended this way. These people fought, but they didn't really want to kill each other. That's why the saber is such a weapon that, when worked skillfully, can injure the opponent without necessarily having to kill them.
When are the duels in fashion in Poland, and is it even legal or not? What's the legality when it comes to sword fighting?
It could be said that dueling in Poland was popular throughout the entire Old Polish period in the 16th and 17th centuries. In the 18th century, you could say that there was a real plague of duels. When the Polish state was beginning to collapse, the nobility constantly duelled with each other. When talking about the legality of these duels, they were, in actual fact, never legal. The king could sometimes give permission for a duel in very exceptional situations. This occasionally happened in the 16th century, but, as I said, very rarely. It was down to the king's judgment that two nobles could duel before the king. So, basically, all duels were illegal, except that the law looked very differently on somebody being killed in a duel than if they were murdered during a robbery or attacked by surprise. It was punished, but it was punished very lightly, and this remained in the Polish Penal Code up until the Second World War. A duel was forbidden, taking part in a duel was illegal, but the penalties were much lighter in the case of an attack. a murder.
Napadu, morderstwa.
Often the case never made it to court. If one of those in the duel did not die, but was only wounded, the men would shake hands, and it wasn't even reported to the authorities. So it was illegal, but there was a deep social acceptance for these types of practices.
Pozwolenie społeczne na tego rodzaju praktyki. Okay, position. Hit me straight to the mask with this kind of cut. Not this, but this. Only your wrist and your arm extend slowly. Faster. Faster. Yes, but
Just extend.
yes, just extend.
Okay.
Yes. Tak. I spróbuj, żeby to pach i odskoczyło. Faster. Okay. And the second cut to my rib. It's very simply. No. Other way. Hop and hop.
Oh.
This direction. Hop. 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 Try. This. Hop. Yes. Yes. Okay. Hop. Okay. And the next exercise, I can choose the direction. Hop, or if you see my blade, this, you have to change your direction of your cut.
I see.
Slowly. Faster. Yes. No. You have to change your direction. No. You have to change your direction if you see. Yes. Higher. Yes. Too much thinking. You see my mask, extend your hand and hit me. But if you see the blade, you have to change your direction. Slowly. Yes! That's the way. Yes. Yes. Oh, we'll be a good fencer. More faster. Yes. Relax your hand.
Okay.
Good. Okay. Yes. Slowly.
All right.
Now. Again. Good position. This is the bad position because your blade can defend yourself.
Ah.
Tutaj you are defending from this cut. This not, but tutaj jesteś otwarty. Także.
Okay.
Faster. Yes. Yes. Slowly. Very good. Relax. And more faster. Yes. Wet. Again. Faster. Again. Yes. 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 Okay, very good. Relax yourself.
Today we have explored the history and the usage of the Polish szabla that is iconic to Poland history and have been with Poland throughout years of war. And that's it for today. I'll see you next time on Poland Daily.